Yo, Raider Nation. What's good, Silver and Black family? Buckle up, because we got some massive Las Vegas Raiders news that's going to fire you up. The 2025 rookie minicamp is right around the corner, and our boys just dropped a bombshell by signing a slew of the draft picks, including the one and only Ashton Jeanty. Can you feel the hype? Are we about to witness the start of a new era for the Raiders? Let's dive into this electrifying update and break down what it means for our squad. Picture this. It's May 2025, and the Raiders front office is working overtime to lock in their future stars before the rookies hit the field. The buzz is real, and the stakes are high. New head coach Pete Carroll and GM John Spidek are building a roster to dominate the AFC West. Today, we're talking about eight of our 11 draft picks putting pen to paper, with Jeanty leading the charge. This is the kind of move that screams, we're not messing around. So, what's the deal with these signings, and why should every Raiders fan be pumped? Stick with me as we unpack this game-changing moment in 8 parts, from Jeanty's blockbuster deal to the unsung heroes who could shape our season. Will these rookies live up to the hype? Can they bring the Raiders back to playoff glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments as we go, because I want to hear what Raider Nation thinks. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the man of the hour, Ashton Jeanty, the number 6 overall pick and our new running back phenom. This dude just signed a 4-year, fully guaranteed $35.896 million contract with a $22.75 million signing bonus, making him the 11th highest paid running back in the NFL before even stepping on the field. That's the kind of cash that says, we believe you're a superstar. Jeanty's not just any rookie. He's a Heisman Trophy runner-up who torched college football with 2,601 rushing yards in 2024, the second most in FBS history. Why does this matter? The Raiders' run game was dead last in the NFL last season, averaging a measly 3.6 yards per carry. Jeanty's explosive speed, vision, and tackle-breaking ability are exactly what we need to flip that script. Think Saquon Barkley-level impact. Yeah, that's a comparison analysts are throwing around. With offensive coordinator Chip Kelly scheming things up, Jeanty could be the cornerstone of a run-heavy attack that takes pressure off our new QB, Geno Smith. But here's the big question. Can Jeanty handle the NFL's physicality right out of the gate? At 5'8" and 211 pounds, he's compact but powerful, with a knack for making defenders miss. Still, pass protection is an area he's got to work on, according to Coach Carroll. What do you think, Raider Nation? Is Jeanty the missing piece to make our offense elite? Let me know below. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The Raiders didn't just stop at Jeanty. They locked in 7 other draft picks on the same day, showing they mean business. We're talking offensive linemen Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant, defensive tackles Tonka Hemingway and J.J. Pagay, quarterback Tommy Mellott, quarterback Cam Miller, and linebacker Cody Lindenburg. That's a haul, folks. 8 out of 11 draft picks signed before minicamp even starts? That's the kind of efficiency that gets fans like us hyped. These signings aren't just about names on contract. They're about building depth and competition across the roster. Take Rogers and Grant, for example. Our offensive line was a weak spot last season, and these guys bring size and versatility to protect Geno and open lane for Jeanty. On defense, Hemingway and Pagay are massive run stoppers who could clog up the middle, giving our linebackers room to make plays. This is Spytek and Carroll saying, we're fixing the trenches first. But here's the kicker. 3 picks. Wide receivers Jack Beck and Donnie Thornton Jr. and cornerback Darian Porter haven't signed yet. No panic. Though, these deals are expected to get done soon. Still, it makes you wonder, what's holding things up? Are they negotiating for a few extra bucks? Or is it just paperwork? Drop your guesses in the comments, and let's see who's got the inside scoop. Let's shine a spotlight on one of those under-the-radar signings. Caleb Rogers, the offensive lineman out of Texas Tech. This 6'4", 312-pound beast was a 3rd-round pick and started 55 straight games in college. Talk about durability. Rogers is a 2-time All-Big 12 honorable mention, and scouts love his ability to play both guard and tackle. For a Raiders team that struggled to protect the pocket last year, Rogers could be a day 1 starter. Why is this signing a big deal? Our offensive line gave up 47 sacks in 2024, one of the worst marks in the league. Rodgers brings a kind of toughness and technique that Coach Carroll demands up front. Pair him with veteran Alex Kappa and last year's breakout rookie DJ Glaze. And we might finally have a line that can hold its own against monsters like Chris Jones and Max Crosby in practice. The question is, how quickly can Rodgers adapt to the NFL speed? College is one thing, but going up against elite defensive ends is a whole different beast. I'm curious, what position do you think Rodgers should play? Guard or tackle? Hit the comments and let's debate it, Raider Nation. Next up, let's talk about the defensive side with Tonka Hemingway and J.J. Pagay, two massive defensive tackles who just signed their rookie deals. Hemingway, a fourth-rounder from South Carolina, is 6'3", 305 pounds, and known for his quick first step. Pagay, a sixth-round pick from Ole Miss, is a 6'2", 325-pound space eater who can collapse the pocket. These guys are here to fix a run defense that got gashed for 4.7 yards per carry last season. The Raiders lost nose tackle John Jenkins in free agency, leaving a gaping hole in the middle. Hemingway and Pagay are built to plug that gap, with the potential to be rotational players right away. Imagine them teaming up with Christian Wilkins to form a brick wall against the run. Chiefs and Chargers running backs won't know what hit him. Plus, Pagay has some pass rush upside, with 3.5 sacks in his final college season. But here's the catch. Neither guy is a proven star yet. They'll need to refine their techniques to handle double teams in the NFL. Can they step up and make an impact as rookies, or will they need a year to develop? What's your take, Raider Nation? Are we sleeping on these big fellas? Let's hear it. Now, let's get to the quarterback room, where Tommy Mellott and Cam Miller just signed their deals. These sixth-round picks out of Montana State and North Dakota State, respectively, are dual-threat QBs with a knack for making plays. Mellott ran for over 1,200 yards in college, while Miller threw for 2,700 yards and 22 touchdowns in his final season. They're not here to challenge Geno Smith, but they could compete for the backup spot. Why does this matter? The Raiders need depth behind Smith, especially after last season's QB carousel. Mellott and Miller bring athleticism and smarts, perfect for Chip Kelly's creative play calling. Think of them as wild cards who could shine in gadget plays or even contribute on special teams while they develop. It's a low-risk, high-reward move by Spytech. The big question, who's got the edge in the backup QB battle? Mellott's legs or Miller's arm? And could one of them be a surprise fan favorite by training camp? Drop your predictions below. And let's see if Raider Nation's got a dark horse in this race. Let's talk about Cody Lindenburg, the 7th-round linebacker out of Minnesota who just inked his deal. At 6'2", 235 pounds, Lindenburg is a high-motor guy with a nose for the ball, 94 tackles, and 2 sacks in his final college season. He's the kind of underdog Raiders fans love. A scrappy player who could carve out a role on special teams and as a rotational linebacker. Our linebacker core took a hit with Devin White and a Landon Roberts hitting free agency, so Lindenburg's signing adds much-needed depth. He's got the instincts to read plays and the toughness to take on blockers, which fits defensive coordinator Patrick Graham's aggressive scheme. If he can shine in minicamp, he might steal some snaps from veterans early on. But here's the suspense. Can a 7th-rounder like Lindenburg beat the odds and become a starter? The Raiders have a history of finding gems late in the draft. Think Max Crosby. Is Lindenburg next? What's your gut telling you, Raider Nation? Share your thoughts in the comments. All right, let's address the elephant in the room. Jack Beck, Donnie Thornton Jr., and Darian Porter still haven't signed their contracts. Beck, a 2nd-round wide receiver from TCU, and Thornton, a 4th-rounder from Tennessee, are explosive playmakers who could stretch the field for Geno. Porter, a 3rd-round corner from Iowa State, brings lockdown potential to a secondary that needs help. So what's the holdup? Most likely, it's just a matter of finalizing details. Rookie contracts are pretty standard, especially for non-first-rounders. Still, the longer this drags on, the more fans start to wonder, are they pushing for bigger signing bonuses? Or is it just lawyers dotting I's and crossing T's? The good news, there's no indication of any major issues, and all 3 are expected to sign soon. Here's the cliffhanger. Will these guys be ready to roll when minicamp kicks off tomorrow? A slow start could put them behind in a competitive roster battle. What's your vibe on this, Raider Nation? Are you worried, or is it no big deal? Hit the comments and let's talk it out. We're wrapping this up with a big picture. What do these signings mean for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2025? With Jeanty locked in as our RB1, a beefed-up O-line, and new blood on defense, this roster is starting to look like a contender. Pete Carroll's got a vision, and these rookies are the foundation of a team built to bully the AFC West. The vibes at Intermountain Health Performance Center are electric, but it's not just about contracts, it's about culture. Jeanty met Raiders legend Marcus Allen on his first day in Vegas, and you could see the torch being passed. This is Raider Nation at its core. Pride, toughness, and a relentless drive to win. With minicamp starting tomorrow, May 10th, 2025, we're about to see these rookies hit the field and show us what they're made of. So, Raider Nation, here's my final challenge. Are you as hyped as I am for this season? Can Jeanty and this rookie class take us back to the playoffs? Smash that like button if you're all in. Drop a comment with your boldest prediction. And subscribe to the channel for more Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow fans. And let's ride this silver and black wave together. Just win, baby.